Jason Webster says, update, Godzilla -1 is about to cross $70 million US. We can clearly say it will have surpassed Shin Godzilla as the highest grossing solely Toho produced film in the franchise by the end. It's also the highest grossing live action Japanese film as well. And also they've just announced that they're doing a Godzilla black and white version that they're going to be releasing January 6th in Japan. And it's not just... it looks amazing. They've done a whole new trailer for it as well.
Is this basically the black and white version of the of Godzilla -1?
Yes, it is Godzilla -1 minus color, but it's
right. So
they've gone back and re-edited it frame by frame, and it's not like, oh, we've just done a black and white filter. They spent real time on it. They've basically gone back to the drawing board to make it a brand new color edit. Like it's not.
Do you think if we get the 4K physical release of it, we'll get both films?
I hope
both
so.
versions. That would be awesome.
So. I mean,
here's a trick: all you got to do is turn the color off.
Yeah, but well, to what Nate was saying, if they're going frame by frame and actually altering the film, not just doing the black and white filter, I'd love to see that version also on a 4K disc.
Well, they have done that before. I mean, both Logan and Mad Max Fury Road got the black and white versions. And apparently those two were also... Oh, and also the Snyder Cut. They did the same thing there. Now, how much they did frame by frame versus how much was just a black and white filter, that I honestly do not know. But this has happened a few times. So I'm sure that this is going to be in a very highly special 4K edition that's limited and cost extra. So I'm sure you'll be able to get it that way.
Watch some of this, guys. It's amazing. The detail, that is not just a filter.
Am I the only one who still thinks this is kind of stupid?
That's amazing.
I think it's fucking stupid. I'm sorry.
What's stupid? What's stupid?
The movie's in fucking color. Like, what the hell? Like, I just...
No, that's amazing. You got to remember, these people love the original stuff, right? Toho. You got to remember, Toho.
Yes, but I just think it's fucking dumb. I'm sorry.
It's an artistic thing.
It's not just that. Toho are appealing to their core audience. No, absolutely not. We always... honestly, got to pull you up on this, Tom. Because you got to remember, we're the people that champion studios listening to their fans. This is the epitome of listening to your fans. This is
when did somebody ask for a black and white version?
Mate, everyone fucking wants it. Everyone.
Good for you.
Really
I'm not buying it. I'm not spending extra money on a black and white
you're
version.
obviously not the target audience for this, Tom. Apparently, there are many others.
Fans, man.
I see where they're coming from.
Bank. This will make bank.
There's two sides to this. One, because this movie is obviously made today in color. The 4K Blu-ray is going to be absolutely amazing in color. But here's like the thing. The whole idea with this release is obviously to make it more authentic, not just to the original, but to the idea of a period piece. Basically, that what if this movie actually came out in the 50s? This is what it would have looked like at the time. So you see it kind of as like a documentary from the time, using the technology of the time. Now I see where Tom is coming from, obviously, but at the same time, this hits on the nostalgia trip. Like for myself, like I'm much more interested in the color version because I don't see the appeal. I have no appeal for this particular movie, but I understand the fans that want this black and white version because my favorite.
It wasn't shot in black and white though. That's my fucking problem.
Yeah,
so
I know,
get a lot of people bitching at me, but I'm like, it's gonna look like shit.
It doesn't look like shit. I've just shown you. It looks amazing.
I didn't see shit in there but black and crap. I can't even make out half of what I'm looking at.
You can't make out any of this.
It looks like shit.
But
But again, Tom, you're not the target audience for this particular
I think black and white versions of color movies are pretentious and shit. They look smudgy and budgy, and I can't tell one thing from the other. If a movie was shot in black and white, that's a different story, because they're actually
You're
lit
gonna
and
tell
shot in
me-
black and white. That's probably
you're
the
gonna
best
tell
shot I
me-
saw, and that's CGI.
Really? Tom, now. Come on now. Well, anyway, the
Good for
director
you.
made
You
a
want to do it?
statement.
That's fine. I could have just turned the color off on my TV and saved myself $40 on another Blu-ray.
That's the irony. I think that if you
just listen,
if you were to turn on the color filter and then compare that to this version here that has been like hand done, barely able to tell the difference.
So Godzilla -1 minus color, which has been in the works for a long time, will finally release. The team did not just make the film monochrome, but coordinated it shot by shot, making full use of various mattes, grayscale images used to specify only the necessary area in each material when comprising multiple image materials, as if they were creating a new film. The goal was to create an image tone as if taken by the masters of black and white photography. I asked them to unearth as much skin texture and landscape detail as possible, which were latent in the captured data. Then Godzilla appeared as terrifying and horrifying as in a documentary, a new sense of reality that looms over you by losing colors. Please come to the theater and live and resist the further horror. I think this is amazing. I know you don't like it, Tom. I get that. I respect your opinion, chap. I respect your opinion. I'm all about this, though. And I think Toho...
I'll give them the credit they actually went back and just didn't do a filter, but still, it's like, whatever.
Well, the thing is, they are listening to their audience, right? And I said I respect your opinion because I do, Tom. Very clearly that you're not the target for this. And, you know, and that doesn't mean your opinion's invalid. Absolutely not. But we've got to say, you know, give them their dues. When we bitch and moan that studios don't listen to their fans, and you've got Toho here going, well, we know what we made this. What are the most well-liked ones? Yeah, black and white. Yeah, okay. This is reinvigorating the franchise. It's essentially a remake of the original. So why don't we make it in black and white as well? I mean, that's them really, I think, giving the fans the utmost respect, personally.
Yeah. Mr. H, when is this thing to be released? It says here, please come to the theater January. And live. Is there any chance that this version right here is going to come
January 12th?
Hit Japanese theaters in January 12th. Is there any chance that this is going to come to UK theaters in January?
I hope so.
Because I totally haven't checked that out.
I hope so, because we never.
January, I can.
We never got when they announced that Godzilla -1 was being released and just being released. They never actually said it was being released in the US or the UK at that point in time. It was just Japanese release, and then other distributors picked it up. So we may learn about this in the coming weeks, that it's coming to the US and coming to the UK. Hopefully this happens. Yeah. Hopefully it does, because I genuinely would go back and watch this.
Yeah, I would say it too. And I agree with what Nate's saying, and I agree with what Tom's saying in a certain aspect. Like, I wouldn't want to see a black and white version of like Avatar or, you know, Predator or Aliens or something like that. You know, certain movies, though, such as this one, Godzilla -1, or if you take like an old Western, like Tombstone or something like that, you know, films like that, I would mind seeing a callback to a black and white version, you know, from the origin of the time when they were making those films and stuff.
Yeah,
and I think a lot of OG fans, you know, appreciate that version also as kind of a callback to the old school movies, you know, of the 30s, 40s, 50s, you know. So yeah, I completely see what Tom's saying, and I agree to a certain extent. But yeah, this would definitely be one that I would definitely check out in black and white. But I would not feel that way about all films.
My reaction was to everybody trying to change my fucking mind. That's what I was reacting to.
Oh yeah,
I don't know if we're trying to change your mind. Just a different perspective. Like I said, I respect your opinion. Culture, would you? Because I know
I'll be seeing it in black and white.
There you go. All right.
Yeah, I'll be buying it in black and white. Yeah, I think that this is going to take me back to the childhood that I'd almost completely recaptured.
Yeah, exactly.
With the film, and so I feel like, and with the level of detail, and look at how detailed that is, just in that, that
this is a bad image as well from the.
I would love to see the movie like this the first time I see it.
That'd be interesting to get your reaction.
Because that's why I'm hoping that this comes to the UK in January, so I can go and see it there, because I haven't seen it yet.
This is something that the Prince Charles Theatre in London would probably end up trying to snag, I reckon.
Cool. Yeah.
They do.
You know what? Do keep an eye out for that and keep me posted. Because I can give another example. Because I said before, like in my opinion, the best fan edit ever created is the Spice Diver version of Dune. The second best fan edit, in my opinion, is the Phantom Strikes by Bionic Bomb, I think is the name. Basically, this is a fan edit of the 1996 Phantom with Billy Zane, which is a decent enough movie. But what he did makes it amazing, because he cut down the most excesses of Treat Williams' performance, and he took away some snips here, some snips there, and then he applied a black and white filter so that the whole movie is now black and white. This is amazing, because the movie takes place in 1938, which is the pulp era. It's a pulp era movie. It was created in black and white. So, and it's also filmed in like that style. So there's many reasons why having it in black and white is appropriate for the time. And then when you remove that stupid purple outfit and everything, it's just becomes so much better. I mean, it even hides the shoddy CGI that they had at the time. All of that is removed in black and white. It becomes 10 times better movie in black and white.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Jason Webster, my dude, for that $10 super chat. It just spurred on a very interesting conversation that will be clipped and will be available on the second channel.